Hi guys, welcome back. Good morning. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. The last few years, I a little bit interesting. With all the results that we've seen across Europe, and key amongst them, a Chelsea draw. And I was telling somebody, said anytime you're Birmingham champion, Chelsea don't get a win, and it's been like 3 times in a row now. Chelsea struggling to get a win. Yesterday, Chelsea drew against what's the name, against Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park, and that's somewhere that Chelsea constantly is. Chelsea so how is it that Chelsea are not winning at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace? And we'll delve into all of that today. There's a big one: Manchester United versus Liverpool. We'll preview it for you here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So like we've done, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you should subscribe to the channel and turn on notification, and in the notification turning, make sure so we choose well. Send it anytime there is content here, you are first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Also, for those of you, the Panthers who wants the codes, like we always do it, it's everywhere on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, on the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channel, and it's also going to be in the description of this video. So you go down there, you are going to find the codes in there over there. I think some of you always clamored for big ones, so 28 or 12 odds, and the shrewd one was just 5 odds. Usually for me, I tell people go for the 5 odds because there is less risk to it and there's a higher chance of winning. But if you want to win big, you can go for the big order as well. But let us get straight into it. Where do we start from? See, and in that game against Crystal Palace, it has come out that Chelsea's best player, obviously, now Brandt and Joshua Kofi champion. And for a young boy, 18 years of age, to play his first game for Chelsea Football Club at Selhurst Park under all of that pressure, and for him to put out that performance, for me and I think he was the little silver lining of the game. So every attribute that you want to get from a centre back of his age and even higher, and of the level of the English Premier League, Joshua Champion was top notch. The on the ball qualities, the off the ball capabilities, the physicality, and the combativeness that has always needed in a centre back in the English Premier League. Yesterday, Joshua really did show it, and I think that he was top notch. He was top notch, and I wasn't surprised. After the game, Enzo Maresca went on to met the media and told them that the best player for him was a branch friend Joshua Kofi champion. But still, it looks as if Chelsea are not happy. Now, on Instagram, Wesley Fofana opened up about his health and in the fitness level. Because in the interview before the game, Enzo Maresca told the journalist that Wesley Fofana was probably going to be out for the rest of the season, and he wasn't going to play some games. He was going to be out for a very long time. So it was not a good thing for Chelsea fans to hear and for Wesley Fofana now. And now, in an Instagram post, Wesley Fofana went in there and then told Fofana team, said he is going to be back in just 4 weeks. The truth is that the Chelsea doctors, the medical team, had asked Wesley Fofana, said, on surgery on the hamstring. Fofana said, you had surgery now. He has told the Chelsea team, said, on any hamstring surgery, now no who baby Ujina as a player, no surgery now. It's going to take him some more years before he returns to play football again for club and in country. And they asked him, saying, Uncle France, now the uncle to no was no surgery, no surgery never one. Wesley Fofana believes that he will be back well before the end of the season, and I'll say in a month time, no, Obaya back. But Maresca is putting pressure on the club to buy a new centre back, according to L'Equipe. Maresca catch a team. They said, "Omu here centre back, omu here play obetimia bo echono, obemom the qualities of Wesley Fofana, aggressive, physical centre back, going to duels and battles and then win balls." Ono Maresca sope. Now that's the reason why Chelsea went to Boca Juniors and then asked for Aaron Anselmino, because they needed somebody of that profile, somebody that could play in that space, somebody that can really dictate the pace of the game in that trigger, somebody that can defend on the front foot, somebody that can be combative and aggressive and win duels. So that's exactly what the team wanted, and they wanted it like that because of the injuries of Wesley Fofana. And after L'Equipe reported that Wesley Fofana went on to tell people, said he's going to be back in just 4 weeks into no. And now the Obeyesa surgery now Chelsea for said he is not going to do any surgery. He wants to get back to full fitness. He wants to start playing his football because he believes that he's going to be back in just 4 weeks. I mean, that's going to be good news for Chelsea for say Wesley Fofana 8 retain in just 4 weeks. The thing, however, is that another performance now. it wasn't because of the absence of Wesley Fofana. The draw wasn't because of the absence of Wesley Fofana. For me, Enzo Maresca made a tactical mistake. In the first half, he played Cole Palmer in the right half space. Then second half goes on to play Cole Palmer in the left half space. Why do you play Cole Palmer in the left half space in the second half? He did it against Ipswich. He didn't have a good second half like that. In the first half, he had a good one in the right half space. Yes, he was probably being closed down by Ducore Mu and Fiifi-Manfred. But then really, just don't need Senka Chelsea here, their branch friend Cole Palmer ever call in the left half space. And I think that that's something that Enzo Maresca didn't get right. And I mean, in all of these things, I think that one thing that's been clear, and it's the Chelsea sporting directors will come to a realization, say, when it comes to the centre-back position, although some of us have given him a lot of plaudits for recruitment strategy and the players that they've bought, although Chelsea have done such a good job in attack, in midfield, especially in midfield, Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and we'll talk about them. The fact that these three midfielders, two of them are getting burnout. You made this sound common into detail, then we'll move on into other things now. So, like in attack, you are going to see some of these things, quality players. But one of the things that Chelsea sporting directors have probably not done particularly well is the fact that in terms of centre-back, it's not good enough. I mean, to the fact that after all the money that was spent yesterday, it was 2 academy graduates. And about Chelsea centre-back, right centre-back, and left centre-back. After the game, everybody knows that Joshua Chapman is solid. And Levi Cole went into Instagram and congratulated him for a good game and telling him that there is more to come. I think that he was brilliant at the back, physically, combative-wise. But the funny thing is that Levi Cole did 21 and Joshua Chapman did 18. These guys don't have that much experience to play at the very top. But then again, they have the quality, they have the ability to play. And then as also, Chelsea changed their style of play. Chelsea did not play with a 3-back man. They played with a 2 pivots as centre-backs with Chonum. Then sometimes played with Robert Sanchez in between the 2 centre-backs to be the 3rd centre-back to play up from the back. Then they use Malo Gusto and Marco Correa to keep the weight in the first line to try and draw Palace's full-backs to them. And then use their regular wingers not to go inside as inside number 10. That's something that they did very well in that game. I mean, if you're looking at things, if you are looking at the fact that Joshua Champion, any that level of experience will be here in the English Premier League, and the fact that will be to say Wesley Fofana a pre-pradia, then it is clear that Chelsea really have to go onto the market and then sell some players and buy some players. And the first one, I think, is to Axel Disasi. I think that if an offer drops for Axel Disasi in January, Chelsea should let him go. I don't think that Axel Disasi fits the purpose of Chelsea Football Club. I think Disasi should go. I think that Disasi, a bit for club in Noako. I think that Tosin Adrebiayo also, maybe in the summer, can move on. Chelsea need to buy an aggressive centre-back pair. Centre-back, the backups will be Joshua Champion. It can be Aaron Anselmino. These 2 players, because Anselmino is a bit more about left back. So you keep Benoit Belachile, you keep Anselmino, you keep Wesley Fofana if you don't have to sell him, and then you keep Joshua Champion, Levi Cole. Then you buy an aggressive, forward-thinking, experienced centre-back on him, right? But I can be a leader with Chono, because I think that's something that Chelsea is lacking, the lack of leadership. Will be a leader for them, or be control, or be organize your children, or be show how things are supposed to be done with children. Chelsea do lack it. And then now, when I scan through Spain and then looked at the names and the conversation that is coming, the first thing that I am hearing, the first thing I think, so once Chelsea gets this centre back, all the issues will be solved. This is the centre back at Chelsea here. Once Chelsea gets the centre back now, problems now get solved in there, and it's the young man that is called Ronald Araujo for FC Barcelona. Before Ronald Araujo got injured, Barcelona said, boy no on-sign contract extension. Araujo wanted more money. Barca. He thought that he had gone to become an important player. Into Barca for 2 years kapapa a man as salary. But he wasn't going to get that before the contract extension, and he got injured. Now, once he got injured, the contract extension got stalled on the Tunche. Now, Ronald Araujo is back. In fact, in the last few days, Hansi Flick has mentioned, so Ronald Araujo has been, training very, very well with the team. And I won't be surprised, say he will go on to start playing consistently for team my friend FC Barcelona. Or the Spanish La Liga, not just in the Copa del Rey and but also in the Spanish La Liga. people are going to see how good a branch friend Ronald Araujo. And I think that social Chelsea dynamics now, where Chelsea are, the kind of football that they are playing, and what they need in their team. Ronald Araujo is a very good fit, and I've seen this because Ronald Araujo, he comes into the game with the leadership and experience from the days at Barcelona. Again, or you're very physical and combative. I mean, there's a South American center back, who is going to be physical, who's going to be combative, who knows exactly how he's going to play the games like that, and how good of a player he can be. He fits all of those attributes that I want. In fact, he played for FC Barcelona, and the rating was 7.6. Barca for Restia branch friend Pau Kubasi. Now, if you look at somebody like Ronald Araujo, when he's 25, he's slightly above Chelsea for age requirement of 24 years or below. And he's slightly above it. Ronald Araujo at 25 years. The market value is around 60 million euros. Or a centre back, all very, very good quality. And I think that the Chelsea market anymore. One, he solves the problem of leadership. Two, he solved the problem of physicality and defending in transitions very well. I mean, to watch a Chelsea team now, in the last games at Chelsea, the first 16-17 games, Chelsea actually never had issues with defending transitions. Now, there has been opening the kind of worm. Now, Chelsea are struggling to defend in transitions. And if you look at the last few games at Chelsea, about the Ipswich Town game, the Everton game, the Fulham game, and then the Crystal Palace game, all of them defending in transitions, losing the ball in certain areas, and the centre backs not being aggressive enough to press and counter press. I attribute it to a certain number of things. One, when Cucurella doesn't play inside, I think it affects the team with transitions. I've said it several times. Cucurella is Chelsea's best counter presser inside, and he leads it when he's in the left hand space up top. When he's more out, he has a lot of distance to cover to come inside. Usually transitions come to the center, you lose the ball in that area. And I think that's number one. And that's something that Chelsea have to look at. Also, a centre back that would defend on the front foot like Ronald Araujo. It's Ronald Araujo, somebody that really fits that style of play. And with Barca's financial issues, also left, right, centre or club, I wouldn't be surprised if Barca will be willing to sell a branch here, your friend Ronald Araujo, to Chelsea. If Chelsea wants someone that can come in and take them to the next level there, and your branch here, your friend Ronald Araujo, there's no better player than him. Our centre back with Shonam. Araujo is very, very important. Barca are in financial crisis. They need money and they will listen to offers, but I can convince the player plus wages. Chelsea should try at the very least go for Bisek if we feel at Inter Milan. I think also be say Johan Bisek so is very good. My only issue with Bisek is that Bisek has been playing in a 3-back for a long time or a 5-back. How is he going to adapt to this shape? But also a very proactive centre back that knows how to play the game very well. And of course, Mosquera as well. And if you look at somebody like Bisek also, we would have to look at the age and see if he fits the requirement of Chelsea and players and how they want to play now. Obitsa Bisek for Inter Milan. Jan Bisek is a German player, 24 years, born on the 29th of November 2000 for Internazionale Milan. Inter, very, very good player. Inter will ask for a lot of money to let a branch friend and Bisek go away from that team. So if Chelsea really wants a centre back there, then Ronald Araujo, Bisek, or maybe Mosquera, these are all players that can really help them over there. You want Yersin Mosquera, also at Wolverhampton Wanderers, also 23 years of age, leader at the back. The last time people were talking about was it Murillo. I am not particularly enthused about Murillo and what he gives to the team. So Chelsea really needs to look at these players available on the team and how good they can be. Former Premier League referee, no say the tackle on a branch here, friend of Pedro Neto was a penalty for Chelsea, and he doesn't know why Pedro Neto wasn't giving that penalty. On Chelsea player, friend of Cesare Casade. What we are hearing is that Torino are willing to pay 12 million. Chelsea wants a buyback clause of 20 million, 20 million in a buyback option. First refusal for our branch friend Cesar Casade team, and I think that's going to be important. See, I think that Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo, they need replacement quickly. In the last few videos ago, I came to mention said I don't think that Chelsea should particularly go in and call Wesley, go and call Andre Santos or call what's his name, Leslie Ugochukwu back into the team. But I'm beginning to think that maybe it's time that Chelsea does that, because if you look at the two players of Enzo and Caicedo, especially for Caicedo and Ra, he looked like a player Wabre. And I think that Chelsea would probably have to go in and then get somebody to come back. Caicedo and Enzo look very tired. I mean, now there's a whole week of rest from now to the weekend at Chelsea in the FA Cup. I'm sure saying that's game, some young players are going to play. Kenan Drisby almost or Feta, Cesar Casadef is still there. Chelsea need subs for our two players with me, and Romeo Lavia, Enzo Maresca saying the next game is going to be fit. Lavia is needed so much for the rest of the season. He needs to stay fit for the rest of the season. Jackson Ewa, 13 goals and assists in 19 appearances. He has done more than enough now. He should have a reliable player who can pick things up from when he's done. Neto, any Noni, all of them are out of form as it stands now. Fofana injury, key to how Chelsea press opposing, how we press and deal with opposing strikers. Kukurea need Gusto, and so out of form. Kukurea, I don't think is out of form. I think Kukurea is being placed a little bit out of position. It's affecting him without the ball. Maresca doesn't want to make stops here. Gio isn't Premier League quality. Vega isn't as well. Assistants now. When you look at Nkuku, Felix, all number 10s, look where's out of possession whenever they play. And I've said it several times, Maresca could have rotated the squad better, but it's not an easy narrative to just throw about. I think that there's more that can be done over there for coach and friend Enzo Maresca and then the Mantiano and how good they can play in there. And now FC Barcelona in the Copa del Rey, 4-0. They had to get a job done, especially in the night where teams beat Atletico de Madrid and Athletic Bilbao. Barca needed to get a job done, and they got a job done. They got a job done early. In fact, in the first half, Barca said 2-0, easily crowd hoping to finish up the job almost start here, and they did an excellent job in that regard. That's an excellent job Barca for in getting the results that they wanted to get. And after the game, Omni said now on the Spanish La Liga, you're behind team at your friend Real Madrid, but they need to get results and get things pumping. Spanish La Liga, I mean, that's exactly what they are doing. Robert Lewandowski this season, 25 games, 25 goals, undisputed. He needs to score more in the important games. The updates with Danny Olmo is still Barca for summer signing all the documents to the RFEF. But then still, the registration has been finally gone through. Many Barca members and fans have become disconnected from the team, embarrassed over Danny Olmo and the Paul Victor issue on sports. And then a reporter says in the start here now, Copa del Rey game on Barcelona's possible position in the round of 16, inclusive America and Osasuna Munya. Barca actively looking to extend the contract of Pedri, of course, Gavi. Manchester City interested in a branch FN Danny Kofi Olmo and one Shania. They'll go in and swoop him. Hansi Flick has urgently requested Barca sign a striker. And the two first names now are Victor Gyökeres and our branch friend Erling Haaland. I wonder where Barca for a business struggle for our branch here, your friend Erling Haaland for Manchester City to come and play for them. But Barca also are very interested in our branch friend Alex Baena. Only difficult economic situation prevents a stronger offer from Juan Laporta and the Mantiano. Of course, will travel. The two players will travel to the club with Saudi Arabia, and the club will work around the clock to resolve the matter. It's difficult for them to participate against Athletic Bilbao in a semi-final, but the club is confident of their participation in the final over there. And of course, in front of Mundo, still, Danny Olmo saying Semno is still there, and people are asking questions of Danny Kofi Olmo, and if really he can come in and play some football for Team Ayafreno. FC Barcelona. And talking about Ronald Araujo and Chelsea in sense, and now after the game, I'll join in Barcelona TV, say, hi, coolest. I'm really happy to be back after a long time. I'm slowly getting back into the rhythm. I'm happy. Let's go. Happy New Year. And that's what Ronald Araujo kind of after that. They were interviewed a branch from Ronald Araujo, and I'll say, we are talking with the club. Hopefully, my future will be resolved. I'm focused on getting back and feeling good. Are you 100% willing to stay? We are talking. We will see. And I know a good sign, said Chelsea can get a brand here friend Ronald Araujo. Barca for Ronaldo to let him go. But it's money. And once they need money, once in here, now Barca for will take the money and allow a brand here friend Ronald Araujo to move from team my friend FC Barcelona and then go away to go and play for Chelsea Football Club. But apart from that, now there is some more news. Obviously, our Real Madrid come after say winning game against Valencia in a very, very dramatic fashion. Real Madrid obviously had been struggling to win games, but at the Mestalla, it's always dramatic like Jude Bellingham kind. I said the last time, said the biggest attribute of Real Madrid and their team is the leadership of Jude Bellingham. In the conversation, even if Trent Alexander-Arnold comes, even if Kylian Mbappe becomes the Kylian Mbappe in him, if Vinicius Jr. still does the Vinicius Jr. things and scores goals and assists, forget about the dramatic stuff that goes on with Vini. But in the real football, I think that Jude Bellingham is the leader of the pack. Or not obey the guy or usher the boys into getting the job done when they had to get it done. And that is why I think Jude Bellingham is going to be a super important player for team my friend Real Madrid as the season goes on. And when he got those goals, it was important. Of course, Madrid have said in the future with the team of assemble. Once Carlo Ancelotti possibly leaves Madrid, the replacement for them, our branch friend is Xabi Alonso. And Xabi Alonso is the ideal candidate to succeed Carlo Ancelotti in case he leaves, according to Ray Level of Spain, and that's exactly what they are saying. RFEF disciplinary committee will meet on Tuesday to read referee Cesar Soto Crado's report and decide Vinicius' punishment. According to Madrid, they want to go in and appeal because Vini was provoked and Sana all reacted. Vinicius Jr. is the only one among the 3 penalty takers not to meet a penalty at the club level this season. The overall club record is perfect, 7/7 penalties for Vinicius Jr. consistently or share goals. Like I was talking about Jude Bellingham, this season alone, Jude Bellingham, 10 goals and assists in his last 10 games over there. And that's the quality of a brand here, your friend Jude Bellingham over there and how good he is over there. And Jude Bellingham has been speaking about Real Madrid and the fact that he knows so they'll get back and then score some good goals from that's a good time for team my friend Real Madrid, obviously. And then in the English Premier League, there are games that are going to go on in the English Premier League. We are going to talk about games, especially Saoche games also Liverpool and Manchester United. We're hearing there was a possibility of a tender strike and then the weather over there. Maybe the game may not come off, but information say the game is going to come off in Liverpool, where Liverpool are going to play as host to team your friend of Manchester United, so that they can go on and then play their football. We know say Liverpool really want to go in and then get some good results over there. They are playing some super football from Cody Gakpo, from Mohamed Salah to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course, Hansi Flick as the manager, Liverpool are in a good place. Time to stay humble now for tomorrow, not getting too carried away. Of course, I think that's something that Liverpool have to do. Liverpool really need to stay a little bit humble. Don't think Manchester United is going to be a team that they will run over. They need to be a little bit careful. And where Trent Alexander-Arnold, any Real Madrid in Saint Seven, Arne Slot sent a message to the young man and I'll catch and say he should make sure say he emulates a branch friend Stevie G. And that's exactly what Arne Slot kind. Arne Slot on Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid. I think there was one player, Steven Gerrard, they could have really loved to have, but he didn't come. Talking about Madrid for no Enya branch friend Steven Gerrard. You know him better than me, so it has happened already. And our branch here, your friend Trent Alexander-Arnold and Stevie G conversation and Slot episode and the team in Mohamed Salah wants to score some goals. It's a game where you expect Liverpool should go ahead and win. Arsenal fans are losing their mind talking about ninth top of the table. Anyhow, Liverpool look like they are going to go on and then win the game now. Wait to see what the conversations are going to be. And after the game, obviously, we'll bring you the post-match analysis. Hey, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Subscribe. You should subscribe. I will see you sometime later. Bye.